sat in bed with the covers up to my neck. Why can't I get up? I'm not sick. Ward rounds, the nurse said. You can get up after ward rounds. She shoved the bed curtains back and revealed a fat young Italian woman in the next bed. The Italian woman had a mass of tight black curls starting at her forehead that rose in mountainous pompadour and cascaded down her neck. Whenever she moved, the huge arrangement of hair moved with her as if made of stiff black paper. The woman looked at me and giggled. Why are you here? She didn't wait for my answer. I'm here on account of my French-Canadian mother-in-law. She giggled again. My husband knows I can't stand her. Still, he said she could come and visit us. When she came, my tongue stuck out of my head and I couldn't stop it. They ran me into emergency and then they put me in here. She lowered her voice, along with the nuts. Then she said, what's the matter with you? I turned her my full face with the bulging purple and green eye. I tried to kill myself. The woman stared at me. Then hastily, she snatched up a movie magazine from her bed table and pretended to be reading. The swinging door opposite my bed flew open. A whole troop of young boys and girls in white coats came in, with an older, grey-haired man. They were all smiling with bright, artificial smiles. They grouped themselves at the foot of my bed. How are you feeling this morning, Miss Greenwood? I tried to decide which one of them had spoken. I hate saying anything to a group of people. When I talk to a group of people, I have to single one out and talk to him, and all the while I'm talking, I feel the others are peering at me and taking unfair advantage. I also hate people to ask cheerfully how they are when they know you're feeling like hell and expect you to say fine. I feel lousy. Lousy, somebody said, and a boy ducked his head with a little smile. Somebody else scribbled something on a clipboard. Then somebody pulled a straight, solemn face and said, why do you feel lousy? I can't sleep, they interrupted me. But the nurse said you slept last night. I looked around the crescent of fresh, strange faces. I can't read. I raised my voice. I can't eat. It occurred to me I'd been eating ravenously ever since I came to. The people in the group had turned from me and were murmuring in low voices to each other. Finally, the grey-haired man stepped out. Thank you, Miss Greenwood. You will be seen by one of the staff doctors presently. Then the group moved on to the bed of the Italian woman. How are you feeling today, Mrs. somebody said, and the name sounded long and full of L's like Mrs. Tomilillo. Mrs. Tomilillo giggled. Oh, I'm fine, doctor, I'm just fine. Then she lowered her voice and whispered something I couldn't hear. One or two people in the group glanced in my direction, and somebody said, all right, Mrs. Tomilillo, and somebody stepped out and pulled the bed curtains between us like a white wall.